What's going on, everybody? Kenny here, also known as Silent85. Welcome to another mobile vlog. I'm out and about today. I had to go to a psychiatric appointment and I had to go to the courthouse. Finally got my accident paperwork settled after the last couple of months, so that's done. Ended up having to take a driving course because I got a ticket for the accident that I was in December, so that's finally done with. As far as the mental update, I have been re-diagnosed, or it's been reconfirmed that I am bipolar II with panic attacks, um, and future assessments for ADHD and social anxiety. Uh, I had initially gone in because I had actually thought bipolar was a bit of a misdiagnosis, but um, they couldn't really, wherever I had checked myself in and I got diagnosed bipolar, they couldn't pull the paperwork, so they didn't know if I was one or two for bipolar. So they went ahead and they've assigned me, or they've, after everything I've told them, they've said, well, you meet the criteria for bipolar 2. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And obviously talked about the panic attacks that are brought on by certain circumstances. And of course they said, panic attacks and by related attacks from your bipolar episodes, mania. Um, there's going to be certain things that separate those. So we talked about that when we went over that. It's it still astounds me how amazing the human brain is, but also how it can so conflict itself. Just because of a chemical makeup, because of genealogy, because of intake and thyroid, which I have a thyroid problem. So they think that may or may not be related. So we're going to look at that over the next in the coming months and whatnot. So the rough part of this is that I'm actually relocating at the end of this lease in October, and I'm starting this journey now here in Dallas. So um, I may end up having to transfer unless unless they work on a network and they can keep me in network. We'll see. But that's been the story of my life, and that's one of the hardest parts of all this is that I am, for the most part of my life, I have not known real security in that regard when it comes to location. There's only been a couple of parts of my life to where I've actually been solid somewhere and I haven't been moving around. Because being raised by a single mother, she moved around a lot. She worked 2, 3 jobs at any given time, and stayed with my dad, stayed with my grandparents, stayed with friends, stayed with coworkers. So that's something I'm working on because I'm getting older. I'm 2 years away from being 40, and I need security in that manner. But I also want to be near family. And one of the hardest parts is that right now, my folks, who are the pillars in my life, always have been, my mom and my adopted father, they still move around a lot because they work in the storage industry. And the storage industry, you live on site. It's one of the perks. You live on site. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay your electric bills. They pay you to live on a site at a facility and take care of it. So that's one of the roughest parts, and that's really where I really kind of have trouble adapting, and I really want to be close to them, but it's hard to follow them around. So anyway, with that said, I'm moving. I'm going to be relocating to East Texas at the end of this uh, lease around October, and I have family there. I have family near there, and I have my best friend and my girlfriend, one and the same, live there, and she's been there, and it'll be great to have that around. So yeah. Anyway, there's that. So yeah, bipolar 2. There's obviously a lot going on, a lot of things I'm looking at. I have a colonoscopy, fun times, coming up in May. I have been having some problems. I won't go into details, but if you don't know what a colonoscopy is, they take a camera, stick it up your butt. They take a look around. It's the first time I've ever having this done, and it scares me. I don't like things going up my butt. um, but it is what it is, and I got to get it done. So that's been a major worry. That's been a major health concern recently. And again, I don't want to go into details because it's pretty gross, but I'm getting it looked at. So anyway, I wanted to thank everybody. I've been talking to a couple of my online friends and buddies. Y'all know who you are. Thank you for everything, including my best friend in the world and my girlfriend, Lady Psylocke. Thank you, obviously. Y'all have forgiven me. I'm still kind of dealing with my psychiatric appointment. There was stuff brought up that I hadn't talked about in a while, so I'm mentally kind of processing. They've got me on an extra med for potential mania, maniacal mania episodes kind of thing. I've never tried it. I've never taken it, but they said that they're gonna have to keep a watch on me because it's fairly new, and I feel like a guinea pig on this, but it's worth a shot. They've had me on lithium, and they've had me on Depakote, I think, in the past, and it didn't really help. I didn't take to it very well mentally. So I talked with my doc, and he's put me on this and trying it out. So I don't remember what it's called, but I'll keep you guys updated. Anyway, that's just some updates. Like I said, there's been a lot going on. That's why streams have been affected. That's why content's been affected. But I had a great time. Still having a great time on Friday the 13th with Hawkeye and Bat Fan or Dark Knight. I can never thank them enough for being really awesome dudes and all this. And I hope you guys are enjoying the shorts and the streams that are coming out of that because I'm really enjoying them. So anyway, stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise. More content coming up soon. And we'll go from there. See ya.